Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Saturday. It is the 3rd of December, just a few months off, 2022. We're getting a little bit of rain now, starting a misty rain. It's been raining off and on all day, and it's just one of those kind of wonderful days at the homestead. But what are you gonna do? I have the generator running right now. The batteries. So the batteries. Here's the cool thing. All right, I'll kind of walk in here and I'll explain this a little bit. So the battery, this battery here, it will only go down to a certain level, and then it'll shut off. Okay, and what happens is it's a standby of 50%. So it's never going to drain the batteries down all the way. The other part, it'll take the batteries down, and that way, it needs to be recharged if it's not getting any sunshine. So that's what the backup generator is for. So right now, we're at 6% in charging. It was down to 1%. So I just turned that on, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, something like that. So I'll let that run for a couple hours, and it'll start charging up, everything. So when that is, I have to disconnect from the camper, because like if the refrigerator kicks on or something like that, it'll kick that off, and then the generator will still run, but it won't be charging. So I always have to, and I'll show you actually what I do here. I have to, under here, you can see that underneath there, I have to disconnect that. So I unplug, and so what does that mean for the camper? Well, the camper actually has its own solar system on top, and it has its own battery. So I can still use the air conditioning if I wanted to. I could still use the heat. The lights still work. The refrigerator's still working, but I can't use the microwave. And then the outlets, the plugs, don't work when I have it disconnected from the main system. And so that's not a big deal. You have to plan ahead, and you go, okay, well, this is what I got to do as far as this goes, and and then deal with that, accordingly. So update on the solar panels. Let me give you that one too. Of course, in New York, I have an Allen wrench, which is what I need for right here. I do not have an Allen wrench down here in West Virginia. So I'm going to have to go and go to Lowe's and pick up an Allen wrench so that I can loosen these, adjust the panels, and get them where they need to be. It's always something. It's like whenever, of course, there's that thing that you need at a certain time, I go, oh yeah, I got that, but it's back in New York. It's one of those things that happens. I mean, there's not much you can do about it, so it's what we got to deal with. So I was going to show you over here. So I got the walkway with boards, because when we get a lot of rain, this gets muddy, and so Steve had to work yesterday, and yeah, so this is kind of muddy over here. So what I did over here for Hella, I moved her dog kennel, or the dog house itself. I put straw underneath there as well. The rest of that bale of straw that I had, obviously I spread it around in here. And then I had picked up a thing of wood shavings. So with picking up the wood shavings, some of these are getting cold. See, look at this here. So I'll fix this, I think. Yeah, that one went down. Yeah, see, this one's out here. And that's just the wind pulling those out, guys. You know what? I got my mallet. Hold on, we'll fix that while we're here. But anyway, I picked up wood shavings when I went out and got propane yesterday. So I put wood shavings in the rest of that. And so we got our little rubber mallet over here. So we'll get this fixed. So when Ronnie gets here, his teepee is not blown away. And you can see where I'm sinking here in the mud. Let me just... That's nice. Oh, good, it got all over the camera. So now you got mud and crap on there. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. See, a couple of them got pulled. Well, that one got pulled. Guess that'll work. I guess I should probably come out and check this a little bit more often. We've had some good winds come through, and obviously they're going to be pulling on this. There we go. All right, so that'll work. This part here, what he did for the flap, he put a hitch tie into that tree, and that seems to be working fairly well. The tape that he's got there is starting to come loose, but he'll be here next weekend, so he can adjust. So I'll show you that, Ronnie, so that you can fix that when you come. But anyway, so I got the wood shavings, and wherever I didn't put straw in her run over here, I put the wood shavings down by the entrance and like that, so that way she's not walking in the mud and crap in here. She'll have the you know, a good base. And as you can see, in there right now is dry, except for this corner here where the winds had come down through. But back over here, her dog kennel itself, that's all dry. I mean, her dog house itself is all dry, so that's a good thing. So I got to tell you what I did yesterday. Hopefully you'll get a kick out of this one. So I had gone and I had to... Now Steve goes through a propane tank in the blue house. One tank will last him about 2 weeks, so which is not bad. It's a small 10 by 10 area. Obviously there's a lot of my stuff in there as well. And then he has... you know, the walls are insulated now, but the roof is still not insulated. So when he needs to get warmed up, and today's not a bad day. I mean, it's windy, and it is, you know, raining off and on all day. But so he has to use the propane tank. So I had gone and got them filled. I had one of my own to fill yesterday. So I filled both of his tanks as well. So when I, you know, picked him up from work, he got out of work at 10, so obviously it's dark when he gets back. And I said to him, I go, well, listen, I took those tanks part of the way back for you, and so you'll have to grab them, you know, on your way back. So obviously it's dark. Well, I took him all the way back and put him on his porch. So they weren't part way. They were pretty much all the way. I just didn't take them inside. So he walks back to go back there, and he says to me, oh, "Is there mud still on there?" Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me see what I can do with this. He says to me, "Hold on." Oh, crap. Sorry about that with the mud on the camera. All right, that's better. So he gets back there, and I called him up and I said, "Did you find the tanks?" He goes, "Dude, you put them on the porch." I said, "Yeah, I took them part of the way back, but not all the way." He goes, "I was looking, and I'm walking down through there, and I'm like, did I miss them? Did I pass them?" He says, "You're a jerk." And I said, "Yeah, I am." So that was kind of funny. But with the boards here, to be able to walk back there, that helps. And so I actually straightened them all out because there was like kind of sideways, and so yesterday I had straightened them. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it just helps so that you're not walking through the muddy area. And so then it just kind of goes to there, and then once you hit that spot, it's not as muddy because it's a little higher, and so that just gets you through the crap here. And as I showed you, I was some footsteps over there. It was kind of muddy, but what are you gonna do, right? That's how it goes. But that's enough. Like I said, I would like to, this whole area down the road, get it all stoned like this, so that not gonna have to worry about walking through the mud. When I had put the rest of the gravel that was over here into this area, I didn't realize at the time what a huge difference this would make through this area, and it really has, and it really is much, much better. So, you know, it's one of those things, guys. It's going to be a work in progress here at the homestead. That's all that is. But so Ronnie's tent is now back to being secured. The wind can't get up underneath it at the moment, so I'll just have to keep an eye on that and see if those things are popping up, and if they are, I'll just pound them back down again. So, all right, guys, just a quick update, letting you know what's happening here today. It's not a super exciting day, obviously. The weather is not cooperating again, but at least it's not snowing, so that's a good thing. And I will take rain over snow every day, but you know, it just kind of limits us what we're doing. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off. I hope y'all are doing well. Remember, we're all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we will be in much, much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step thing and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right, have a great day. I will see you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.